So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Interactive Friction Watches.
No interactivity here.
Yeah. Static friction.
Right. That makes sense. So, I don't know how to set this up. So, we're gonna watch all of these Kingdom Hearts videos because, what was it, like
So,
last
here's the
year
thing.
we decided this?
Sam doesn't know the plot to Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming up at some point in the next 5 years.
Maybe.
Possibly. So, I know the plot to Kingdom Hearts. So Sam wanted me to answer his questions about the plot.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided, after talking it out, that we'd share this conversation about the plot with you guys while watching someone else go through it, because I'm not playing this game again for the channel.
Right.
I'll play it if I want to play it on my own. I'll play it on my own damn time, but I'm not playing it for the channel. That's too many episodes. Too much work.
So, instead, what we're doing is we're gonna watch all of and I'm gonna ask you questions as needed to prepare people for Kingdom Hearts
and we'll
3.
talk about the plot as it happens. And what's going on here is called symbolism.
Right.
This is symbolism
So,
right here.
Tune into September 27th, 2015, and we did that. And then at some point in the future, my audio got lost. So we're going for round 2.
I also want to specify that we did get this YouTuber's permission to use his video for ours.
Yes, thank you to oh god, I have
Gamer's Little Playground.
I have a name too. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah.
Miguel. Thank you to Miguel who runs Gamer's Little Playground for helping us with this.
Very generous of you to let us use this video.
Yeah.
Because you put a lot of work into this. And I congratulate you. But man... Because man, I was not going to play this game for the channel. Like, I super wasn't going to play this game for the channel despite how much I love Kingdom Hearts.
So, I guess just to point out that since this is the second go-around, if there's ever a point where I don't seem as surprised or genuinely interested as I probably could or should be, that's because I've already seen this before and I remember about half of it.
He was before, I assure you.
Yeah, so... if at some points it seems like we're not reacting all that surprised, like, oh, I forgot about this, it's because I remember it now. So, this will be more of a...
That said, this is a really well-made scene, or, movie, I should say.
And, I do want to say, though, that if I can remember to do so, I will try to ask the same questions, because this is as much for the viewers as it is for me, to help people
Let's just go off
prime
the cuff,
themselves.
it's just a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like...
Prime! That's what we were going to call this.
Yeah, well, if it's a question that I think is important that the game doesn't directly address.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, right now, we are inside Sora's heart,
Sure.
having a bit of an introspective.
Uh-huh.
And
take your time.
a lot of
We got
people
time.
don't know this, but that voice in the background that's being voiced entirely by subtitles is King Mickey.
Right. I was gonna say Ansem. That's how fucked up I am on this.
Yeah, this is King Mickey.
Oh, King Mickey likes to tutorialize me. To tilt the left stick forward.
Yeah. And King Mickey's a funny thing, because this was the very first game in this partnership between Disney and Square Enix.
Right. With...
And Disney was deathly afraid of letting anyone use King Mickey outside of Disney. Which is why he does not appear at all for the entire game except for the final scenes.
And even then, he's mostly in shadow, and then only Kingdom Hearts 2 does he fucking show up and roll out.
And that's why he's referred to this entire game as the King. And they never use his face.
That's right.
That's very deliberate, because Square was not allowed to use King Mickey. They could refer to him and acknowledge his existence, but they couldn't actually use him in the story.
Oh, don't give up the sword. The sword's cool.
I usually choose the staff, because the staff gives you 1 extra MP.
Wait, give up the staff or take the staff?
I take it because I need the extra. I want the extra magic point.
Oh no,
And,
man.
and the
What
thing about this
melee?
game that I didn't realize until later is that your magical power scales directly with how much your maximum MP is.
Huh. Interesting.
So, like, your fire spells are stronger because you have more MP.
Okay. I don't remember using magic that much in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Actually makes a lot of sense because that's kind of the stat you'd want to boost if you use magic a lot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of intuitive. Magic in this game actually is pretty useful if you know how to use it. If you use the shortcuts, like going into the menu makes it like tedious as hell. Like, although, and when I play, I just remember using Cure as more than any other spell because I'm that guy that hoards potions. But I might need it later, Sam. But I might need it later.
I might need these
It's the
100
final
potions
boss,
later.
and I know what you're saying. And you're saying, Brandon, but it's the final boss. And then I go, but I might need it later.
Brandon's the final boss, and he has 1 hit left, and so do you. But I might need it later.
Exactly.
I just want to take a...
I think a lot of people have that issue, though, so, like, I'm not the only one.
No, I do as well. So I just want to take this time to point out real quick. Remember when Kingdom Hearts only had 1 enemy type? It was just like, there are people, and there are heartless. And it makes sense. And then... I recently saw a bit about what Birth by Sleep is about, and that shit got weird.
I love that you had to point out that it made sense. Because this is the game where everything made sense. This was basically a Disney story with a Square Enix like flavor. Whereas the other games feel like they're Square Enix stories with a Disney flavor, and that's horrible. So, this is a vision of 3 people in Sora's life that are going to ask them questions, and these questions affect how quickly you level up.
Okay.
Don't ask me why this is a thing in the game, or how it's a thing in the game, it's just a thing in the game.
I already forgot who these people are.
Tidus and Waka are from 10, and Selphie is from...
Is that Tidus?
That's Tidus!
But he's like a kid!
Yeah, it's Kid Tidus.
Well, he wasn't in... He was in a different world playing Blitzball when he was a kid.
No, he was in Destiny Islands, beating people up with a stick.
No, shut up, though. Like, I feel like that's Square's response. They're like, well, he was in this one. It's like, no, shut up, though. He's in Kingdom Hearts. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's Selphie from Final Fantasy VIII, which, you know, it's Final Fantasy VIII, so who cares?
Both far off and very near.
And
That's
obviously
helpful.
Waka has the Blitzball, so...
Yeah, the first time I played this, I think I had played Final Fantasy X for all of 20 minutes before, so it was kind of lost
When I
on
had
me.
first played this, I had not played Final Fantasy X.
So all that was lost on you.
So... Yeah, this was all lost on me. And this is...
Oh no!
symbolism, I guess.
Shadow Link!
Yeah, except Shadow Link's a big motherfucker.
Oh, puberty hits hard.
Yeah. It's also worth noting that Sora, at the time of Kingdom Hearts 1, is 14 years old.
Right, I keep forgetting that. I guess I was probably about that age when I played. If not younger.
I was in middle school.
Yeah, I was in middle school too, at least when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
No, wait, I was in, I think, like, probably 4th or 5th grade when Kingdom Hearts 1 came out.
Yeah,
That was forever ago.
God, we're old.
I was in I might have been in middle school when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. Maybe even high school. I don't know. There was a long time between the first and second games.
I remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2 in middle school, because my buddy gave me the strategy guide, because I had no idea how to beat these games otherwise.
Yeah, this game is a thing where if you deflect attacks at the right time, you get bonus experience, which was actually a pretty cool idea at the time.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I can dig it.
It's like if you got extra souls for parrying in Dark Souls.
That would be pretty sick too. So we're just gonna talk about
Can I
Dark
give you a
Souls for the
incentive to
next
learn how
4
to
hours.
parry?
Are we gonna date this video
No.
super hard by talking about Dark Souls? Welcome to the
Well,
release of
this
Bloodborne
video
2,
is by
everyone.
definition already dated. We've already did this episode by saying it's before Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be really funny if you watch this after KH3.
Yeah.
That's gonna be weird.
And this is also before 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about that last night with some people. Because I told him the title, and he was like, that's a funny joke, Sam. And I was like, I'm not fucking kidding. And he's like, you better be fucking kidding. And I flipped my phone around.
He's not fucking kidding. That's actually the title.
He's just like, oh my god! I was like,
Yeah, it was all a dream to teach you the basic mechanics of the game.
Ooh, pretty. Oh, voice
I
acting.
do like this island.
Whoa!
Yeah. That was Haley Joel Osment before he hit puberty.
Kyrie, sorry, you lazy bum.
Oh, yeah. What an era.
That I'd find you
Forgot about that.
snoozing down here.
Yeah.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't. Ow. Are you still dreaming? It wasn't a dream.
This is so different from the characters later on. It starts off just being like, oh man, I had this weird dream, into like, let me devour your soul. Like, just...
Sora never became like that. So
was
No,
it?
Sora's
Sora,
personality
like,
has
this-
always been goody two shoes.
But I just mean the story in general starts off so, like, whimsical, and then it just
Yeah.
gets fucking dark. Like, fucking...
This makes me miss how whimsical that this franchise used to be.
Like I said, I just watched some stuff on Birth by Sleep, and
Oh my god, I can't wait till we say Birth by Sleep because that is such a dark game.
Along with
Yeah,
the
who's
other ones out
the
there.
Roxas analog? What's his
I wanna
name? Is it
see
Tetra?
them
No,
So what are we
Ventus.
waiting for?
Ventus. Yeah. So
It's
fucking
Latin for
Ven-
wind.
Yeah, Ventus gets fucking like encased in ice and dies horribly.
Oh my god, you don't even know the half of it, dude.
It's great.
You don't even know the half of it.
As compared to the first game, which is just like, oh man, I'm kind of bummed about.
Just,
not
yeah,
being
these
loved.
three are pals and they hang out in their spare time. It's funny, right? It's cool.
Also, that is not a good running starting position, is lying down. I've been watching lots of Princess Stride, I can tell you all about it.
See how they're having fun and having a good time?
No, we gotta ruin that.
So, Kyrie's home is out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, they skipped a lot in this video, which
Yeah,
is
it's like
good because
all
that
the
was
tutorial stuff.
We'll never know
yeah.
by
They
staying here.
basically skipped
But
fucking
how far could a raft take?
resource gathering for the
Who
raft.
knows?
Yeah.
If we have to, we'll think of something else.
So, suppose you get to another world.
Because the idea is that these kids are all on a deserted island,
Well, I
or like on an island
really
world,
thought about it. It's
Right.
just
and they're
I've
like,
always
man,
wondered why
like
we're
we
here
only live on
this
this like
island.
these couple of islands.
if there are.
There's
any
got to
other
be something else out there, right?
worlds, Why did we end up on this one?
Like, wouldn't you be
And
like?
suppose there are.
How
other
do they
worlds,
repopulate if there's only like 20 people on the island?
Then ours is just a little piece of something much greater.
Well, like I said before, we in our last session, this is the play island.
We
This
could've just
island
as
they're on
easily
right now
gone
is,
somewhere else,
is
right?
just for like playing
So, yeah,
around
it's-
with everyone. They come here like
why
with
we need to go
when they're
out
old
there
enough they
and
can row by
find out.
themselves, but otherwise need supervision. They
yeah.
come here to
Just
play.
sitting here, won't you
But there's like in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a whole different island they
It's
live
the
in that
same
has
old
like
stuff.
a city on it,
So
Right.
let's go.
and that's where they actually live
Now this is all
and go
coming,
to school.
this is all coming back to me because I remember there was that shot of
You-
Kyrie wearing a school uniform, and I was like, "What the
hadn't
fuck
come
is
here.
this?" Because I thought this was the
Yeah.
only island in
Never thought
existence
of
on their
any of
world.
Yeah, these are the Destiny
Right.
Islands.
Thanks.
Right. So they live in Florida.
But the point still stands, like, if your home is only a couple of, like, a chain of islands, you'd probably, like, it
Sora.
makes sense for them to go, like, there's gotta be something else besides these small
You
islands
wanted
around
one,
here, right?
didn't you?
You would think, man. Go to the fucking arcade or something. Jeez.
If two people
Yeah.
share one, their destinies become intertwined.
So, like, these guys are
They'll
just
remain
curious,
a
and
part of
there's like,
each
let's
other's
just go
lives.
travel to other worlds and see what's out there.
Come
I'll just
on,
get
I
my
know you
space
wanna
boat
try.
ready.
What are you talking?
They're 14 years old and adventurous, you know, like Link.
It's like Pokemon. Just fucking, I don't know, you're 8, get out there.
Yeah.
Japan's really liberal about letting their kids just do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know, man. You got 3 teeth in your mouth, you're good to go. Get out
Yeah.
there.
So, like, while they're out trying to build a raft to leave the island, we're in Disney Castle. I miss the whimsy of this game. I miss it so much.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding when I say that the first Kingdom Hearts is my favorite in the franchise.
I couldn't say, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was such a fucking mess that I have no idea if I liked it or not.
Kingdom Hearts 2 plays better, but its story is, like, after this game, the story became such a mess. Such a Nomura-like style mess.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't think Tetsuya Nomura is a good writer. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Oh, I didn't know he
in
wrote
the
it.
audience. All three of you.
Because he's the character designer, right? That is Nomura?
He is, but he's also, like, one of the biggest, like, guys when it comes to the direction of the game's story.
Huh. What else? Did he write any of the Final Fantasies?
7 and up.
Oh, okay.
For the most part. There are exceptions, but for the most part, most of the things 7 and up are Nomura, and, or at least they have him strongly involved.
Interesting.
I find this little, like, I actually enjoy little, like, Disney-esque comedy going on in this scene.
Yeah.
And I also love that Donald's about to use a spell to establish what kind of character class he is in this game.
As if you couldn't tell by the wizard hat.
Yeah, but, like, just A, to establish there's magic in this world, B, to establish Donald knows how to use it, and C, to have a little bit of a goof right here. Pun intended.
God damn it, Brandon. I'm canceling the series.
Minnie? Daisy?
Yeah, and he's saying, don't tell anybody except those people who are right behind me. And I don't notice them.
Morning, ladies.
Oh. Fucking Minnie's got the dumbest fucking smile going on right now.
She has that doe-eyed look throughout the entire series.
I have never seen anything bad in the world before. Ever.
Yeah.
All I know is happiness.
Oh, wait till I get to Birth by Sleep. It makes Clean look like a massive bitch.
Oh, great. Looking forward to it. So this is even younger Sora and Kairi.
Yes. Younger, a voiceless Sora. And younger, voiceless Kairi.
We couldn't make Haley Joel Osment bring his voice any higher.
Well. A couple of years too late for that.
Yeah, the time was slipping away
Just a
from
couple.
him. Let me shove this star in your mouth, girl. You'll love it.
Who's there?
I'm gonna be like straight up honest with you guys. I'm gonna be a lot lighter on this game's story than I am the other game in the series, because this was when the story was still kind of good.
What are you
Easier.
talking about?
So is this Ansem?
Yeah. This is Ansem. The Ansem who is the villain in this game.
Oh, this
Because
is
shit
bad
gets
Ansem.
complicated.
Yeah, this isn't...
Shit gets complicated in Kingdom Hearts
Whoever
2
you
and
are,
up.
Stop freaking me out like this.
Because there's...
But this is the Ansem
Ansem
in
the
this
Wise
game.
versus
Where did
Ansem
you
the
come
Heartless,
from?
I think are the names.
You do not yet know.
Yes.
Okay.
Ansem Seeker of Darkness.
Seeker of Darkness. Right.
So you're from another world.
Does Ansem has a nobody though, right? Isn't that Birth by Sleep stuff?
That's
that's
also Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh.
His nobody is Xemnas, the big bad of that game.
Alright, there's Xemnas, but in Birth by
gonna get
Sleep
out
there's
and
another
wonder what's out
guy.
there.
The bald dude. Or is that Xemnas?
Please don't, please. I don't. It's too early to get into that kind of shit.
We just started. We can't go down this path.
I know. Like, dude,
Just, I'll wait.
one thing at a time, Sam.
I'll wait till we
One
get...
thing at a time. Let's talk about the tropical island first that looks kind of good.
Can't wait till we get to Birth by Sleep.
This is actually a scene they added in the final mix version that just kind of establishes that Kairi has the Oathkeeper keychain before the game, before like we actually get to the point where she gives it to you later.
Did she give it to you in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2?
1.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's one of the final keyblades you get in the game. It's actually a really good one. Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix has a lot of those little small scenes that just establish things that were left somewhat ambiguous in the original release.
Yeah.
You know, Riku has changed. What do you mean?
Puberty's a hell of a thing.
I'm also very glad that the author, the writer, has mercifully elected to
Okay.
not show us coconut hunting.
Sora, Let's take the raft and go.
Yeah, I'm really glad it cuts out all the bullshit at the beginning.
I'm super glad that the person who made this video has mercifully decided to not show us that.
Changed, Kyrie.
I mean, they took like a...
This
what,
game
like a
does have a
30-hour
very...
game? Maybe
I
4.
was a little afraid at first.
Like, this game's opening is not great.
No matter
Kingdom
where I
Hearts
go,
2 is worse,
what I
but this is
see,
not great.
Oh
I
god,
know I
Kingdom
can
Hearts
always
2.
come back here,
The opening.
right?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Sweet merciful Jesus, that opening.
Yeah.
Laura, don't ever
It was
change.
3 hours long, that opening. On average.
Yeah.
I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
So now they're all ready to go on their journey. They
Where
have
are you gonna
coconuts and
go?
fish.
It's just... You're not going to space! Like, what else is
To
there?
be fair, they don't know where they're going either. They're just gonna go.
Yeah, that works out.
They're 14 years old. They're not really, like, smart.
I wonder how much food they're gonna pack. I don't know what's packing up for 3 days. That seems fine.
They got a giant egg, some fish. Don't ask how they're gonna cook all that shit on the raft. Don't ask that question. That's not important.
Don't ask anything about
So yeah, this is Mickey saying that someone has a key that'll help them save the world.
Or we're doing.
And that Leon from Traverse Town might know where to go.
Do you know why they changed his name from Squall to Leon?
Okay, they explain that in this game, so I can actually go into that detail.
Was it like a secret identity thing? He's like hiding from people?
Oh dear.
He
What could this mean?
failed to defend his hometown of Hollow Bastion,
Just have to trust
and because of that failure, he decided he didn't want to have that name anymore.
Lord, I sure hope he's all right.
Damn.
So he called himself Leon instead. But technically the reason is that we want to keep that cameo a secret until the end reveal, so that people who play that game go, "Oh god, it's Squall!"
Even though if you look at him, you're like, wait, that looks like Squall.
Of course.
Like, it's not like he
Yeah.
looks any fucking different.
Oh,
Yeah,
and to chronicle your travels.
voiced by David Boreanaz in this game.
But, let's think, yeah, if I was didn't have voice acting until 10, right, so.
Cricket's the name.
What?
Johnny Cricket at your
What?
service.
Yeah, they didn't do any voice acting. Square Enix didn't do any voice acting until Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, I was trying to think what Squall's VO was, and I was like, wait, he didn't have any VO in the original game.
Yeah. It was David Boreanaz in this game, and all the other ones, it's Doug Erholtz. I think that's his last name, how you pronounce it.
Your memory is much better than mine, my friend.
As anything like Kingdom Hearts, I can tell you probably the
Gorge,
answer.
Jiminy, your world disappeared too?
It was terrible. We were scattered. And as far as I can see, I'm the only one who made it to this castle.
So, Jiminy's world was also lost to darkness. So he has nothing better to do, so he might as well travel along and be your chronicler.
You mean while we're in other
Just the
worlds,
completionist hell.
We can't let on where we're from.
Basically, yes.
Jiminy Cricket.
We gotta protect the
Oh, no, you don't know completionist hell until you've done the 99 Dalmatian side quest.
right.
Oh.
World
Oh.
border.
Do you remember that?
No, but I'm just gonna say, oh.
Oh,
Sounds
guess
dramatic.
We'll need new duds when we get there.
Okay, so there are 101 Dalmatians, right?
Okay.
You know the parents, Pongo and Pedro,
Yeah.
from that movie.
Uh-huh.
All of their children are missing,
How did they lose all
and
of
you
them?
gotta go find them. They're scattered off all the worlds.
How did you lose all of them? There's 101
They're-
of them.
They're trapped in treasure chests.
But all of them? You couldn't even
Yes,
keep one?
all... Well, they come in sets of 3.
Well, you couldn't, not even like one of them was at the house?
Exactly.
Like what, did they go on a fucking date night and someone just uplifted the whole fucking house?
You got it.
Great.
I actually like the comedy in this scene a little bit. I like this kind of Disney-esque slapstick comedy. It's kind of your mileage may vary, but I thought it was pretty funny
Yeah.
at the time.
And there's a lot less of it with every preceding game.
Absolutely, there is a lot less of it every succeeding game.
What a shame. Did they ever show the gummy ship in KH3? Is that gonna be a thing?
I don't think they showed it, but it's going to probably be in the game, just because it's been in all of them.
Yeah. Well, it's not in
I wish-
some of the Portal ones, but it's in the main ones.
Yeah.
The numbered, I guess, would be another way to put it.
Then again, the gummy ship is not a very popular feature in the Kingdom Hearts series, so
Yeah.
maybe they won't put it in. I don't know.
Maybe they'll have mercy on us. Not have
Yeah, the gummy ship is not well received because it is kind of filler content.
Yeah, it's
pretty
just-
much.
It's just, I want to get to this next world. Please stop.
Yeah. Basically, that's all it is. You want to get to the next level, but this little minigame is preventing you. And this is the most terrifying scene in all of Kingdom Hearts. What's about to happen.
Right, and this, I think you said the first time
Once we set
that this
sail,
is like the only time we see
it'll be
the full island, or the home island, and Sora's mom.
Well, this is the only time in the game that we see that there's more than one island in the Destiny Islands.
Yeah,
In this game.
yeah, and two. They
This
show
is
more.
Sora's house that is not on the other island.
And he has other clothes. And he has a mom.
And he has parents.
Those poor, poor parents who will never see their child again.
Yeah. He has parents.
What's that?
You think
That's
like,
terrifying.
You think he'll get to like
Can
Kingdom
you
Hearts?
imagine?
Who's boat? And Kyrie.
What happened to your child? I don't fucking know, man. Just gone one day.
To be fair, in this game, the parents are probably lost to darkness.
Yeah.
You know, that's also cheery thought, isn't it?
What a kids game, huh?
Yeah.
You know, what would be great is
Which, to be fair, that is in line with Disney.
yeah. You know what'd be great though is if they get to the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and like at the very end Sora just comes home and he's like, "Mom, I'm home." And he's like a full grown ass man now. Like holy
I
shit.
thought she was with you.
The door. is
So
open.
Kairi just kind of hangs out at both
Door's open,
Riku and
Sora.
Sora's house without
How
having
do
a
you go
house
to
of
the
her
outside
own.
world?
What are you talking about?
'Cause her parents are
Gotta
probably
find
dead.
Kyrie.
Kyrie's coming with us.
Well,
Also,
her parents
so-
are in Hollow Bastion because she doesn't,
We might not
because
be able to
she
come back.
came to this world in the meteor
We'll
shower.
never see our parents again.
Oh
There's no
god.
turning back. But this
So
may be our only chance.
why
We can't
why is
let fear
Riku like
stop
this
us.
already? Has he
I'm not
already
afraid of
been
the
like
darkness.
touched by the darkness or whatever?
No, he is stepping into the door of darkness. He thinks it's a cool way to get to other worlds.
A cool
He
way.
is super eager to go into
He's
other worlds.
He's the most massive edgelord in the world, and he has to travel by darkness.
Yeah, like he's like, sure, what the fuck? If I can use dark powers to get to other worlds, why not?
But isn't that? I guess that's part of the bigger plot, which is like he wants to travel because he is really jealous of the relationship that Sora and Kairi have.
Well, he wants to travel because he's sick of living on a small-ass island. So this is the funniest joke in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which is that this Keyblade was meant for Riku.
Right.
Sora is just kind of there, so the Keyblade goes, I don't know, you can have me, I guess.
It's kind of like some weird law of physics that it has to attach to somebody. So
Kinda,
just
like,
picks the next closest person.
basically that's the entire plot, is that, like,
Could have been Kairi if she was just standing right there. That would have been a
seriously
different
though, like, Sora is, like, it's a big deal that Sora is the unchosen hero. Like, he wasn't supposed to be the hero, he just kind of fell into the role on accident.
game. Is that explained in Birth by Sleep from what I remember?
It's explained in this game,
It is? I don't remember.
in the journal,
Oh.
in the fucking
That's why.
summaries.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, like, Sora was never meant to have the Keyblade. He was just meant to kind of hang around, like, as a normal person. Riku was supposed to have the Keyblade, but Riku became dark and shit.
So, but why was Riku supposed to have the Keyblade?
Birth by Sleep.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, that part was explained in Birth by Sleep.
Right.
It didn't need to be explained, but they explained it anyway.
I would like to have it explained, but
That was a big problem with Birth by Sleep, is that it explains too much and simultaneously not enough.
it just brings more questions by explaining more.
Yes. So, like, this is just kind of like shouting back to the fight we just had in the dream, except now it's a dream. Now it's real life.
Oh man.
And I actually do like these fights. Kingdom Hearts 1 has some pretty good fights.
Sure. I'll take your word for it. I barely remember.
I remember Kingdom Hearts 1 really well.
I remember fighting Organization 13 members a whole bunch in 2. That's about it.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, you're for
They had
it.
some good fights. They had a lot of bad ones. No, I'll say that the boss fights in Kingdom Hearts 2 are really good.
Sure. Alright, peace!
But yeah, so you beat Darkseid, but this world is swallowed in darkness anyway, so congratulations, hero, you still lost.
If only Riku had the Keyblade, who could have kicked his ass harder.